practice our increased gut intelligence, it's so important in these unprecedented times to notice the cues at the tip of the iceberg so we can make conscious choices that are in alignment with our vision, values, and goals. Don't wait until it's too late. You know what they say? Hindsight is 20/20, but what that really means is you're not practicing your gut intelligence. Certainly living in this society has affected your ability to trust your gut, just because our society puts so much emphasis on logic and prove it, and they don't put much emphasis on intuition. And as women, we're just naturally intuitive. Sometimes we don't know how we know, we just know, because our mind synthesizes the pieces of the puzzle so quickly. We're like the chat GPT when it comes to being able to quickly know the truth about something. Susan, tell everybody your story and why trusting your gut became important to you. See, when I was a little girl, at 5 years old, I knew about a secret in my family. And the secret in my family was about my birth father. See, I was naturally intuitive, and I could put the pieces of the puzzle together to tell me that the dad that was raising me was actually not my real father. It's an important story in terms of how our gut awareness can be squelched and shamed to the point where we wonder if we can trust our gut, and we wonder if it's our silly imagination. And if you've not had a story like this, where there was a specific incident that made you question if you could trust your gut, certainly living in this society has affected your ability to trust your gut. This is about learning how to trust your gut again. This journey is about understanding the finite steps of what that gut alert is, when to trust it, when not to trust it, the difference, and how to get into alignment with what it is you want to create, both as a leader, but also in your personal life. Let's review the 5 levels of consciousness. The first level of consciousness is unconscious. I might be getting a ping in my stomach. In fact, I might be having a whole lot of dis-ease going on down here. I mean, emotionally with anxiety and depression, and maybe even physically with some gut issues. But I'm unconscious of why that is, and I'm not diving deep into that. That's level 1 consciousness. Maybe I'm even using addictions, busyness, avoidance, shopping, drinking, who knows what, to try to avoid diving into that. Level 2 consciousness is, I'm feeling the fear. I'm feeling the self-doubt. I'm feeling the judgment going on, but I'm stuck in the muck of that. But at least I'm becoming more conscious. That's not all bad. Level 3 consciousness is I'm becoming more self-aware of that. I'm putting it on the big screen of my mind. I'm seeing what I'm afraid of. I'm hearing my fear, my self-doubt. I'm noticing my mind telling me the judgments towards myself and other people, and even the limited possibilities and the judgments I have around that. Level 4 consciousness means I choose to detach from those storylines, from that mindset, and I choose instead to surrender to curiosity and ask the question, how might I, or how might we, if there's more than one person involved, and invite my intuition in to guide me to that aha knowing, that heightened awareness that tells me the solution that is just right for my situation. I'm asking my intuition to enlighten me, to be that chat GPT that can synthesize all the information together and say, here's your answer. In that space of our enlightenment, we are bringing the neurons, neurotransmitters, and hormones from our gut up the vagus nerve, holding the space in our heart of the intention of what we want to shift without reacting to whether or not it'll occur or how it will occur, but just seeing that it will occur. So we're bringing that all the way over to the occipital lobe in our brain and just trusting and allowing it to occur in perfect timing. Now that is trusting your intuition. The Heisenberg theory tells us that that which I observe shifts. When we don't react to a situation that we observe, and instead we think about, isn't that interesting? I wonder, how might I create what I want? We immediately look at the situation and we see it shift in our mind from that which it is to that which we want it to be. And this doesn't require saying anything or doing anything. We see the shift and hold the space for that knowing to occur and that shift to occur, to manifest what it is you know and want. That's enlightenment. It's practicing the slowing down and breathing, bringing your beta busy brainwave down with your breath to the alpha brainwave, so your heart and your brainwave are in sync. That way the corpus callosum in your brain can open up and allow you to get into higher brain thinking, where you can get past that amygdala emotional reaction. I have to notice that part of me that is in that fear, self-doubt, and judgment. I have to pass through that and tune into it and experience it and observe what's happening out here. What was the trigger to create that reaction? This is alerting me something is out of alignment. Observe what is that out there that alerted my gut to this. And then keep breathing and responding to get alignment to my vision, values, and goals. So my challenge to you is to practice meditating 20 minutes a day. Because when we do that, we create a whole new neural pathway to the upper lobes of the brain. Susan, let's talk about how intuition is a valuable asset in decision making and how people can increase their gut intelligence so that they're heard and understood. Let's take a look at a case study from one of your clients. I've really come to appreciate my intuition and see the value that it has in decision making.
When I have a problem with intuition is just when somebody gets so emotional about it.
When I trust my gut alert and I slow down to pay attention and observe what's happening that's creating this intuition, I can then explain it in a very logical way to other people that it makes sense.
I agree 100%. I really appreciate when somebody trusts their gut and they can put the pieces of the puzzle together at the tip of the iceberg and explain what they're noticing so we can make changes quickly and pivot fast.
Here's what I like about what I'm hearing. When we express our intuition in a way that makes sense, we explain why we're getting a gut alert and what we're observing, we are then integrating not only our intuition, but our logical brain.
I can get behind using intuition in decision making as long as someone can explain to me why they're having a gut alert and what it is they're observing. Then that makes sense to me.
Woohoo! That's hit the jackpot.